Chapter 2, Mishnah 3. In the previous Mishnah, Rabbi Shimon said that vetch and fenugreek of Truma have more lenient laws than do vetch and fenugreek of Maaser Sheni. This Mishnah explains how this is true of fenugreek, a bean-like plant with edible stalks. Fenugreek of Maaser Sheni must be eaten when its stalks are young and moist. When fenugreek ripens further, its stalks turn hard and inedible. Since it is forbidden to cause Maaser Sheni to go to waste, a person must eat his fenugreek stalks before they become inedible. Fenugreek that is truma, though, may be kept until it hardens. The Mishnah discusses another law about fenugreek that is truma. Truma may never be handled by a person who is tameh. In addition, the sages decreed that even a person who is tahor must wash his hands before touching truma. If someone touches truma with unwashed hands, the truma is considered tameh. The Mishnah cites a dispute about whether this requirement applies to fenugreek, which has more lenient laws than ordinary truma. With regard to fenugreek of truma, Beis Shammai say everything that is done to prepare it must be done in a state of purity. That is, a person must wash his hands before touching it, just as he must wash before touching other produce that is truma. Although fenugreek is generally treated more leniently than ordinary truma, the rabbis decreed that it may not be touched with unwashed hands, so that people will remember that it is truma and no non-Kohen will eat it. An exception to this rule is shampooing with fenugreek truma. A person may use truma fenugreek to clean his hair without washing his hands, because once it is used as shampoo, it is no longer edible, and there is no concern that a non-Kohen will eat it. The Mishnah cites Beis Hillel's opinion, which is based on a basic rule of Tumah, that food can become tameh only if it has been prepared by becoming wet with one of the 7 liquids, one of which is water. But Beis Hillel say everything that is done to terumah fenugreek may be done in a state of tumah. The sages did not require a person to wash his hands before touching fenugreek that is terumah, unless he is soaking it. If a person soaks such fenugreek, he must wash his hands first, because soaking fenugreek with unwashed hands causes 2 things at once. It prepares the fenugreek to become tameh by wetting it, and it makes it tameh by bringing it into contact with unwashed hands. This action the sages did forbid, as a reminder that it is terumah.